Steadfastness is action. Reaction is the opposite of steadfastness. When the thinker is steadfast, when they remain with the seed, despite what conditions are presenting, they are performing an act of inner action, an act of deliberate, chosen from within orientation, not following the pull, remaining with the ground. When the thinker reacts, when conditions appear and thinking follows, steadfastness has paused. The thinker is no longer acting from within. They are reacting from without. This is the 7-minute daily focus, day 191 of 365, to focus on the world within from the world without. Today's focus, the law of steadfastness, action and reaction in steadfastness. Pause for a moment. Steadfastness is action. Reaction is the opposite of steadfastness. This is precise. When the thinker is steadfast, when they remain with the seed, despite what conditions are presenting, they are performing an act of inner action, an act of deliberate, chosen from within orientation, not following the pull, remaining with the ground. When the thinker reacts, when conditions appear and thinking follows, steadfastness has paused. The thinker is no longer acting from within. They are reacting from without. Pause. What does reaction do to steadfastness? Reaction does not destroy steadfastness. It suspends it. When thinking follows a condition, when reaction has occurred, the seed is not lost. The development is not undone. Recognition is still available. The first sense is still the instrument of inner perception. The seed waits in the quality ground of the mind, waiting for thinking to return, waiting for steadfastness to resume. And when the thinker recognizes the reaction, sees through the first sense that thinking has followed conditions, and returns to the seed, steadfastness resumes. Development continues from exactly where it reached. The accumulation picks up where it paused. This is the important understanding. Reaction is not failure. Reaction is drift, and drift is always recoverable through return. Thought is within, effect is without, and thinking stands between. Pause for a moment. But understand the cost of consistent reaction. Every time thinking follows conditions instead of remaining with the seed, development pauses, and the invisible period extends, not because the seed has been damaged, but because the nourishment has been diverted to the condition, to what is without, to secondary reality. And the more consistently thinking follows conditions, the more the invisible period extends, the more the physical expression is delayed. Steadfastness, the consistent choice of remaining with the seed, is what shortens the invisible period, not by forcing the expression to appear sooner than development allows, but by keeping the nourishment, the thinking, consistently on the seed, so development does not pause, so accumulation does not stop. So the threshold of physical expression is reached as quickly as the nature of the seed allows. Steadfastness, focused, choosing action over reaction, every morning, every return, every time conditions present and thinking is brought back to the seed. Pause. Every moment presents a choice, not dramatically, quietly, in the ordinary moment of the day, when a condition appears, when a result is not yet visible, when the surface offers something to follow. The choice, action or reaction. Reaction follows what is without. It takes the condition as its reference. It redirects thinking from the seed to the condition. Development pauses. The unfolding is interrupted, not because a disaster has occurred, because the thinker has turned. Action comes from within. It takes the seed as its reference. It maintains thinking upon the seed regardless of the condition. Development continues, unfolding proceeds, not because conditions support it, because the thinker holds. Steadfastness is the quality that makes action the default, the habit of choosing action, not because reaction is forbidden, because the thinker who understands the causal level knows that the seed is where real development occurs, and remaining upon the seed through every condition is the only real action available. Everything else is reaction, and reaction develops what is without, while action develops what is within. And steady action sustained upon the seed within, day after day, choice after choice, must produce results without, because this is how it works. Within produces without. Now, the affirmation for day 191. Pause for a moment. I remain, and the surface does not move me from the seed. What is not yet seen does not discourage me. What is already seen does not distract me. I am steadfast, not because conditions are favorable, because what is within is real, and what is real unfolds. Without haste, without doubt, without interruption, because I remain steadfast, focused, and because I remain, the unfolding completes. And what completes must physically express. Remember, by design, by focus.